Coach, what do you see on, film looking at Liberty the past couple weeks? Fair.
Well, I mean, they're 10-0, so, obviously, they've gotten off to a good start, and they've just kind of kept going. So, you know, we're excited about the challenge, that's for sure, and obviously excited to have 2 weeks to prepare. And we had a really good bye week in terms of our preparation. And now you got to turn it into a really good practice week going into the game.
You know, the first bye week, obviously came off of that and ended up beating Army, and you talked a lot about how that preparation really helped. Would you say that you had a similarly effective bye week, that you're able to kind of bring things into the game coming up this Saturday?
Absolutely. Yep. That's the whole premise is, how do you guys approach it? And the approach in all three phases has been excellent. And, from a conditioning standpoint, from a standpoint of getting healthy, that's certainly happening as well. And, I think we'll be very close to 100% attendance going into Saturday, as long as nothing happens during the practice week. So, feel really good about it.
Like you said, Liberty 10-0, led by their sophomore quarterback, Caden Salter. He's been having a really good year. What do you see with him, and how are you guys looking to possibly slow him down?
Well, he does a good job of not only, getting his eyes downfield and getting the ball out fairly quickly, those things. But he also has the ability to run and get out of trouble, which, those guys always make your day a little bit longer, or the potential is there to make it a little bit longer. So, we've got to do an outstanding job of keeping him in front of us. And, if you're behind him, that's not a good place to be. So you want all your rushers in front and, in their rush lanes, so that we have a chance to get this guy on the ground when he decides to move and groove.
How do you keep the team locked in and kind of relaxed when you have to look at that schedule and see that it's a ranked opponent that's undefeated coming up?
I don't know. They got our attention. I think the other thing that's been good is obviously our own performance has gotten better. So from that standpoint, the guys have handled the practice week, the nuances that we're putting into the game plan, and obviously playing well the last few weeks certainly gives you some juice going into this particular practice week. So we're excited about the challenge for sure.
The D-line's been playing a lot better the last couple weeks, particularly against Merrimack. How are you looking to keep that unit's positive momentum going against all of that?
Well, one of the things to keep their momentum going was to get them healthy. We went 8 straight weeks, and I'll be honest, we took our share of lumps there. But through this first bye and the second bye, we've been able to get guys going in the right direction, and we got guys healthy. So health is a big deal in this game, and I feel we're as close to 100% as we're going to be. So that's a positive.
Having some time to kind of reflect on the win against Merrimack, is there anything you can take from that game and kind of pull into the last two?
Yeah, there's always certain nuances, formations or motions or, defending particular plays that, teams run. So, that's, you can always take something from that, for sure. And, we're certainly doing that. I mean, the nice thing is they're very similar to us too. Most teams, that are on our schedule are spread-like teams, with the exception maybe, and even Army ran elements of the spread. So, you know, that's kind of a good thing. You know, when there's some familiarity helps you, you know, breed success because obviously you've seen the plays before. So, you know, when you're drawing cards and getting ready for the practice format that particular day or that particular week, you know, it's nice when you're getting guys on the beam ready to defend very similar type plays.
K-Ron and Greg have each had big games these past couple weeks, but them having the bye week now to recover and get even healthier. How important is having that two running back attack when it comes to the offense you guys want to run?
Really, really important. You know, you can almost say, oh, he was really healthy, but he wasn't. So, and you can almost pick out who the guy was. So, and yeah, if you can't, well, I'm not helping you. So, you know, from that perspective. So, but it's nice because those guys have had a chance to breathe and get back to where they need to be from a health standpoint. And we've been smart with those guys with their load as well.
There's only 2 games left on the schedule. What are you kind of looking to see out of the team in the final 2 games?
Well, you know, more of the same, I'm hoping. I really like our approach when things look tough and things got tough for us. It's nice to see us continue to play and to go in the right direction and obviously we're playing our best football. These last few weeks, coupled with the buys as well. So, feel good about that.
Talked a little bit about Liberty's offensive side of the ball, but what have you seen out of them defensively in watching film? What you can maybe exploit?
Defensively, they're a go-get-it. They lead the country, right, in interceptions. So their pass defense and their takeaways, that when you're strong in that area, that really helps your football team. We're not, quite in that area, but at the same time, strength of schedule that we've played, we're somewhere around 38th, 39th in the country, and they're around 106th. So there's some of that going on too, when you have the from a scheduling standpoint. But they're a really good football team. They've got their stuff in order, and they're good in all 3 phases: offense, defense, and kicking. You're not 10-0 if you're not a real good football team.
Tyson's kind of now had a few weeks to kind of stack together some playing time after kind of battling with injuries early in the season. How much has that had an impact on the team as a whole, just having that quarterback stability for the last couple of weeks?
Thank God. That's all I can tell you. You saw, when we were struggling after the Auburn, when he went down in the Auburn game, and obviously Carson came in and did a really solid job, and then we lost him. So there was kind of a juggling act going on there, and just to have some continuity at the position for the last few weeks has certainly been a positive for sure.
I know you said you guys are close to 100%. Are there any tweaks to report as of right now? You guys got anything?
Anything new? No. I mean, we got out of the Merrimack game with very little discord, but there was a period of time where we were accumulating injuries in multiple positions, and that's a non-issue right now. So you can see there's a lot of bodies out in the practice field, and nothing makes me happier than watching our guys get out there and go to work.
All right, we go to Zoom next.
Take some questions from Zoom. Go ahead, Rich.
Hey, Coach, they also have a dominant featured running back, and just talk
2 of
about
them.
him a little bit, and also how Salter uses him with play action and to set up his own runs.
Yeah, there's no doubt, and they actually have 2 backs that are very, very solid. They jumped in the transfer portal as well, so that's the way to get healthy at running back for sure, and to add to your roster. and they certainly have taken advantage of it. And like you said, the short throws out of the backfield, you know, in the bubble area, in the flat area, you know, you better get people on the ground. That'll challenge your tackling for sure. And you know, we got to get multiple bodies to the ball, and we got to get people on the ground for sure.
Go ahead, Howard.
Hey, Don, two questions. One, how much different is this Liberty team offensively and defensively under Chadwell than it was last year under Hugh Freeze? And the second question is, it's going to be fun to see Bill Durkin on the other sideline?
Billy's a good dude. I would say they're fairly similar in terms of their style. But, you know, everybody has their nuances and the things they do differently. You know, and there's a good enough amount of that as well. But the thing that I think of when I think of Liberty is balance. They can run it, they can throw it, and they're going to challenge you in both phases.
Any other questions? All right, thanks, Coach.
Thanks,
Thank
Don.
you. Thank you, guys. Have a great day.